Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I've still got these big headphones on for. Are my small headphones? Task for like next week is get some desk clearage going on. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Late Night with Chris Light. I mean, I clearly need to clean this desk. I've got a snail on it. A mug, this giant microphone. Let's do these headphones. These headphones are just bad for everyone. All sorts under this desk, ladies and gentlemen. All sorts. Welcome to Late Night with Chris Light. I am, in fact, Chris Light. How's everyone doing today? It is warm here in this United Kingdom. Switch over. Hey, that's right. I'm Chris Light. Mercy, as I pat my head due to the warmth of the day. So, it's been kind of a slow news week, right? It's not been a big one. Going through all the topics we could be talking about, there's not too many. How's it been for you? Good, I hope. Because, I mean, ideally we keep the show as interactive as we can. But what can you do? Spider, welcome. Lard T-Maker, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. So, let's get to the Squishy, how you doing? What's up, Squish? For the people watching the VOD, these are people in the chat right now saying hello. Probably figured that out, but I don't know. I don't want to assume more about you than you want me to. For now, though, should we just get straight into the news? Let's do that. Destiny 2, ladies and gentlemen, Destiny 2. I couldn't be happier that Destiny 2 has been revealed as a thing. I mean, it had already been revealed. We already knew that was a thing, but now we got gameplay and all sorts of cool stuff. So Destiny 2, here's what we know. I'm excited. It's got me playing the original Destiny again because why wouldn't it? Although admittedly, it's probably only been like a couple of months since I last played original Destiny because original Destiny is one of my favorite games. I love it. But Destiny 2, all the things we know. PC. It's coming to PC. It's going to be 60 frames per second, if not up to 144 apparently if your rig is completely insane. It's going through. Destiny 2 is going to be trash, but now on PC, I'll buy it because I'm a consumer. Huh. I don't think Destiny 2 is going to be trash, but then I love Destiny. As I just said, Destiny is one of my favorite games. So it's coming to PC. It's coming via battle.net, which was kind of surprising, but also completely not surprising at the time. Like Mike Marheim, I want to say. That could be a completely different person. But from Blizzard popped up on the screen and was like, hey, Destiny's going to be on battle.net. And it was like, oh, what? And it's like, oh, well, yeah, actually. Activision, Blizzard, Bungie, all in the same company. So, makes sense, right? I will not be buying it because my computer runs on hopes and dreams. Then get the console version, sir, would be my advice. I think I was considering, should I get the PC version for this? Because I've really enjoyed playing first-person shooters with mouse and keyboard ever since I made the switch with Overwatch. I play Overwatch on PC, and I super enjoy it. But I don't know. I started playing Destiny again, and I'm so used to that controller. Like, it feels like second nature, doing all the shortcuts with the keyboard and everything. And the fact that apparently it feels, obviously, but apparently it feels totally different playing it at 60 frames per second on a PC with mouse and keyboard. Like, it feels like a different game, which people said they really enjoyed it. But I am super used to that feeling of Destiny on that. I mean, I play it on PS4 because it gets the exclusives. Personally, I prefer Xbox One, but it gets the exclusives and it gets stuff first. So Destiny on the PS4. Also, my character's on PS4. Not that that matters. If nothing transfers from the first game, I'm going PC. Yeah, nothing does. Apparently, only your, like, the look of your character. So, like, your race and whatever choices you made can transfer. But otherwise, they've got kind of a cool little narrative conceit as to why nothing transfers, as you can see in the video going on here. The tower gets blown up and destroyed, everyone gets scattered, and apparently the vault gets destroyed. Which means all your stuff, which was in there, is now gone. So it's like, all your stuff's gone. It's kind of, it's annoying in as much as it's like you've spent so long getting this character, but also, I can see why they do it for a game that's primarily console-based and stuff like that. So like the 5 minutes I spent at the beginning of the game is the only bit of 2 years plus work. Well, it shouldn't be work. If you didn't enjoy it, this is the thing. I super enjoy Destiny. I love it. So I don't really mind. It's like I'm going to roll another character with all new stuff, all new things. Fine. Like I don't feel like my character is necessarily an investment. It's just fun that I've had. So it's like, here we go again. New story, new character. Apparently it's a lot more narrative focused, and I get the feeling the most recent expansion for Destiny was definitely like a vibe of what this is going to be like. So for those of you that played the most recent expansion, the story was a lot more intensive. The story was a lot more sort of cinematic driven, which is interesting. It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I was playing some more of it today, and yeah, it was really cool. Probably going to play some more tonight, actually, just because I'm super excited about Destiny. So, more Destiny. One thing I do like, though, is the inclusion of clans. And why, you may ask, am I better to have cinematics and Grimoire cards? Yes, indeed. Yeah, clans. Now, clans are something that were available sort of unofficially through outside websites, and then you have to meet up and stuff like that. But for someone like me, because apparently it turns out, according to Bungie themselves, almost 50% of players haven't played the big sort of high-end content, like probably some of the what they consider the coolest stuff they've put in the game. The raids, and I'm included in that. I've never played a single raid in Destiny because I've played the entire thing myself. Like, I think I rolled a new character and we got to like level 12 or something with one guy once, and reasonably the same with someone else. But no, I've never really played Destiny with anyone. I've played it solo. So I've never actually had the raid experience because in Destiny 1, you can't do matchmaking like you can with the strikes. Now, what they're doing in Destiny 2, which is very interesting, is with this clan system, you can drop into someone else's clan. So if there's a clan that's seeking one person to do a raid, you get this nice list of the clan, their banner, and their sort of motto and the title. So I quite liked, even on the screen when they were showing this, it was like, cool dudes or something, Ponin noobs. And it was like, no, I don't want to join that clan. I have no interest. I don't want to join that group of people. The idea is you can find people that don't suck. Maybe don't, like myself, don't necessarily want to sit and talk for hours. Just want to play the game. So we do that. And it's cool. And that's a big thing. I like that they've acknowledged that people are sort of horrible on the internet. So they want to try and mitigate that as much as they can. So I'm super excited. I mean, I've already pre-ordered the limited edition the minute they announced the limited edition. So that was before last Thursday's like big reveal stream. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I love Destiny, and I'm gonna love Destiny 2. It would take a lot for me to not enjoy it because that core gameplay is just so much fun. You can do whatever with it. Even when it first came out and it was super bare bones, it was still super fun to play, and it felt great to play. Bring back Dinklage. I don't know anyone's clamoring for that. Not gonna lie, there's probably not many people hoping that Peter Dinklage comes back over Nolan North. I do kind of miss it in a way, just because that was the voice of the game when you first played it. But you know, I think I'm good without Peter Dinklage. Nolan North does a damn fine job. Apparently, it's 30 frames per second on console, which is what Destiny 1 is, and that's the movement you're used to, right? If you played Destiny a lot. But interestingly, the PS4 Pro apparently doesn't support anything above 30 frames per second. It can do 4K, but apparently the PS4 Pro does not support 60 frames per second, which is like, odd, considering this is the Pro machine. But apparently it's just not a thing it can do for Destiny 2. It's either 4K or 60 frames per second. And it doesn't sound like, because I know you get some games that originally came out for the PS4 that were like, you could choose, you're going to have 4K, you're going to have 60 frames. What are you going to have? Which admittedly, again, it's like, surely, if were you a pro, you would want all those things just on by default if I bought this brand new console. But that aside, that's only going to be a thing on PC. Anything above 30. Which is weird, because the whole game's surely going to be balanced with that in mind. Doesn't sound very pro to me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm excited to see what Scorpio does. I'm excited. E3 coming up in a few weeks. I'm excited to see what Scorpio's going to do. I don't have a 4K TV, though, so it's like... Scorpio's going to have to be pretty good to convince me that I need to buy a 4K TV. Well, never mind. Yeah, so like I say, Destiny 2. It looks amazing, and I can't wait to play it. The new narrative sounds fun, like that they've developed this lore and this narrative as the game has gone along over the last... It came out in 2014, Destiny? It doesn't feel that long ago. I guess because of the slew of expansions. So you've got the version I've pre-ordered comes with the expansion pass, because there's an expansion pass, of course. And I mean, I'm gonna get them, right? So it's like, I didn't get the super edition of it originally, despite thinking I was gonna really enjoy it, and I regret not getting the one that had the little ghost in it. That thing looked cool. I didn't get it, so I regret it. So I'm getting the... There doesn't seem to be like a super edition with a toy in it this time, but... Nah, we'll see. Anyway, moving along. More news of the week. That's right. All these stipulations for a game can only mean one thing. The Witcher is getting a Netflix series. So this is a trailer for The Witcher 3, because there isn't a trailer for The Witcher Netflix series yet. But The Witcher's getting a series on Netflix, and a lot of people seem to be of two minds about it. So here's the things we know. So the series is based on the books and not the games. And though they're similar, the author, Andrzej Sapkowski, I can say it, has claimed before that parts of the game aren't canon. Like, he's gone on record of saying that. And in the statement that they released for this, it was sort of like, oh, so we're going to follow the real story of The Witcher. You know. Kind of a little... The game might not be what this guy considers canon and the real story of The Witcher. So, it'll be interesting to see, because I think a lot of people that are going to know this series, the books are popular, but I would argue that the books are not as popular as the games, right? So, it's going to be interesting to see how this series comes out. Plus, it's going to be interesting to see how much this just feels like Game of Thrones, because the game, as you can see here, sex, fantasy, swords, that kind of stuff. So how much are people that don't have that connection to the series just going to go, it's Game of Thrones, right? It's just Game of Thrones. So, I don't know. I still have yet to properly play The Witcher 3, and I've had it since it came out, and I've only played bits, and I've restarted the game like 3 or 4 times because I've left it and been like, I'll just start it again. But I really need to put in that time because the game looks so good. Like, it looks crazy good. And I've watched people streaming it and it looks crazy good. So, I need to do more. But I mean, it is an interesting world with interesting lore. Like I say, I've not read the books. And that is what the series is going to be more based on. Because the author is working with the people making the series. And it's coming to Netflix and all that stuff. Netflix have just announced a ton of stuff, by the way. Like, you saw they announced that it is really good. Yeah, man, I need to play it. They've announced that Dark Crystal series that they're going to do, which, hell yeah. They've just put up a new trailer for Star Trek, which is going to be Netflix in Europe. There's Glow, the Glamorous Ladies of Wrestling. That series looks cool. They just put out a ton of trailers for new stuff that's coming out, and it's looking interesting. But the Witcher series, I don't know. I guess because I don't have that strong connection to the game or the books, so it's sort of like, how strongly do you feel towards a series coming out that in execution feels like it might just be like Game of Thrones? I don't know, though. Time will tell. But yeah, I need to play that game at some point, so we got to do that, right? Moving along. South Park. I want to just show you this trailer because it's really cool. It's got a release date now, but let's just look at this trailer.
Tom, I'm standing outside where a vigilante has declared war on crime in South Park. Security camera footage showed a young person farting in people's faces, on their balls. It was just terrifying. You ain't never heard a fart like this, man. The kid just started farting on people. It was out of nowhere, man. How long before he or she kills an innocent person? How long before Daredevil becomes the Punisher? Huh? 3 seasons? 3 seasons!
Crime is out of control in our town. Coon and friends are this city's only hope. All right, now you need to go out into the town and do superhero stuff. You know, help people and fight crime and dumb shit like that. Well, how's the character sheet coming? I already let you dual class. There's nothing left to talk about. Do not give me those sad puppy eyes. You are not going to have 3 classes.
I've been given $20,000 to take care of you.
What?
But I only need a few hundred for that. So you know what I'm gonna do with all the rest?
Go to Paris to get a pedal enhancement and fuck French chicks? Super Craig. South Park, the fractured but home.
Available October 17th. Get the Stick of Truth free with purchase. Pre-order now for Towley bonus content.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
I'm a big fan of that entire trailer. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Spider. Ubisoft, I mean, speaking of Ubisoft, they just dropped a 40-second trailer for Far Cry 5. I'm not a big fan of Far Cry. Never have been. So, there's that. But they've also announced that the new Assassin's Creed is going to be announced. I mean, it seemed obvious. But they've taken a year off to make that one. So, hopefully that will be a cool thing. But this has been delayed a lot. I realize I've had this pre-ordered since before E3 2015. Just after E3 2015. So as soon as it was announced. God, I remember this being announced. That was a while back, and it's been delayed. Like, I think this might be the 3rd time this has got a release date, because it was delayed, then got a new release date. It was delayed with no new release date, and now they've given it another release date, which is, what was it, October? Yeah, 17th of October. So, my guess as to why this would be delayed is from listening to stuff from the original developers, because there's a different development team within Ubisoft working on this second game, by the way. Listening to the original developers talk about the development of the Stick of Truth, it was a lot of delays were caused by Matt Parker and Trey Stone, the writers, just having rewrites, which is a very different process in a video game, right? So rewrites in the very quick turnaround sort of thing that they have going on with the series, not too difficult to deal with, but in a video game, it's quite a lot of work when you're getting rewrites all the time. So that would be my guess, because they want to kind of get this super right. But I'm looking forward. I mean, I love that first game. I remember finishing that first game and thinking, can I have a season pass with this where I just get new episodes like once a month or something, new bits? Because this is now how I would like to consume South Park by being able to play it. And it was perfect, man. Like, it was such a good game. It was really fun, and I think it was like finally, I mean, after the N64 first person shooter thing, if you remember that, and Chef's Love Shack, the weird puzzle game, I think was on the PS2. I'm sure it was on, no, maybe it was PS1 and Dreamcast. I seem to remember there was a South Park game on the Dreamcast, and I think it was Chef's Love Shack. But yeah, they were all not it, right? Like, they were not the ideal South Park game. Whereas Stick of Truth nailed it. That felt like exactly what you wanted a South Park game to be. Like, if you wanted a South Park RPG, that was the one. That was exactly the game that you wanted. And I loved it. I loved it, and I can't wait for this one. Like I said, that reveal trailer during Ubisoft's press conference was so good. Because you didn't know what it was. They hadn't announced that this was coming. There'd been no leaks. Like Vulgar Paper Mario. Yes, it was like Vulgar Paper Mario. And I loved that RPG system. Like, I really enjoyed that. In terms of turn-based battle systems, that's probably the one I've enjoyed the most. Like, I've not been a huge turn-based battle system fan, but I really enjoyed the battle system in South Park. And I know it's from Paper Mario, but I've never really played a Paper Mario game, so I'm kind of lost in the woods with that one. But yeah, it was super fun, and I can't wait to play more of that game. I can't wait to go back into that universe. Like, yeah, that original trailer, it was like, oh, what is this game? It looked like some sort of generic fantasy thing, and then when you realized it's South Park, it's a new South Park game. Oh, amazing. It was an amazing moment of an amazing night of E3 in general. But yeah, I can't wait for this game. I've had it pre-ordered for years now, it turns out, and yeah, I'll have this day one. With the season pass is how confident they have me after that first game. I've never been one who's angry about season passes. I don't get people that are angry about season passes. I only get them if I know I'm gonna like it, right? Don't get them if you don't like it. Anyway, moving on to my other video gaming love, Overwatch. I want to sit and watch this trailer because it made me very happy. And then we're going to talk about it. Back in a minute.
Always remember, never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be.
So that map shows you where everybody's logging in all over the world. So at 4 o'clock when the service goes live. Hopefully you'll start to see the map lighting up.
This is now my domain.
It's 3:30. You guys good and ready?
Oh, we're as ready as we're gonna be.
The button is being hit now.
No pressure.
All right, we're up in all regions.
This right here is just a long file of people logging in right now. The floodgates have opened. Awesome. Thank you.
So good. Love it.
is up, everyone? This is Jeff from the Overwatch team. We are working on a lot of
Jeff,
things
not
to update
Mike.
the game and
I
keep
knew I
it
was wrong
fresh.
somewhere.
The world believed that I was dead. But there are still people who need to be protected. Anna, reporting for duty.
How about top of the world?
Here's some candy. Thanks.
The chat never looks like that. Just
Welcome to
straight out there.
BlizzCon 2016.
Unauthorized person detected.
We are delivering the payload.
The Overwatch League represents a next-generation esports experience.
Please give it up for the first ever Overwatch World Cup gold medalists, South Korea.
How long is this gonna last? It honestly just depends if they're tackling the objective or just messing around and shooting each other in the face.
Looking forward to the new year. There's a lot of stuff coming.
The objective is mine.
A most impressive display.
Everyone else gave up on you, but I saw what you could be.
Orisa Online. Cease your resistance.
Orisa pushes the boundaries of what the Overwatch universe could be.
Watch your back!
Hey guys, I'm here with Sombra.
On behalf of all of us here at Blizzard, we want to thank you for what an awesome year this has been for the Overwatch community. Thank you for everything you guys have done.
That was awesome!
Cut that kid off. That was awesome. Sorry, kid. Can't be helped, right? Now, that's coming tomorrow. But that has been the anniversary event, by the way. That's happening tomorrow. But that has been... I mean, let me get some background music for this. Yeah. That has been one of my favorite games since it came out. I've been absolutely in love with that game. It's been crazy. Because it's so good. It's so well made. It feels perfect. It's the first competitive shooter I've really got into like that. And it nails it. It nails it. Speaking of competitive shooters that I've super enjoyed, and annoyingly, the beta's just finished. But something you should check out when it comes out, Quake Champions. Quake Champions, I'd never played a Quake game before because I never had a PC that could play Quake or Quake Arena, although you could get it on Dreamcast, but I never got around to getting Quake 3 Arena on Dreamcast. But Quake Champions was crazy fun. Like, it's kind of frustrating, but you get back in, after you die, you get back in so fast that it doesn't really matter. It feels like you've just strapped a gun to the front of a car, like a really fast car, just zipping around everywhere. So check that out when it comes out, because I had a ton of fun playing that beta. At least I think the beta is finished. I'm sure it finished like yesterday, I think, actually, is when that beta finished. But I would get on that. Also, I've got a sneaky deal tip before we wrap things up, because this is going to be a short one, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Sneaky deal tip, Dark Souls free, $19.99 on humblebundle.com on this store. And the Humble Bundle this week, let me take a look at that. The Humble Bundle this week is crazy because it's got $13, which is top tier. You get Owlboy. So for $13, you're getting Ziggurat, you're getting Windward, you're getting SteamWorld Heist. That's pay what you want, that tier. But then you're getting Kentucky Route Zero Season Pass Edition, which means you're getting all of Kentucky Route Zero. Which if you haven't played Kentucky Route Zero yet, check it out. Beholder, Goat Simulator, they're adding another game to that tier. But for $13, which if you're in the UK, £9.98, you get Owlboy as well. And bonuses, Owlboy soundtrack, Kentucky Route Zero soundtrack, and 10% off Humble monthly. That's my lock-in. Chris Slide's full-on lock-in click bargain of the week. Because Owlboy is super fun, and for $13, with all those other games, including Kentucky Route Zero, just Kentucky Route Zero and Owlboy for $13 is a ridiculously good deal. If you haven't played Kentucky Route Zero yet, seriously, get amongst it. Check it out. It's on Humble as well, so stuff goes to charity and things, so you can't really complain. For now though, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up for Late Night with Chris Light. It's been a quiet week. XSplit's been doing all sorts of interesting stuff. They've been on their company retreat. They're all in the Philippines hanging out. I couldn't make it because I have work. Typical. So I'm left here holding the streaming fort. Quite typically. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight for Late Night with Chris Light. I'll be back again next week, of course. I think maybe the week after that. I don't know if there will be one. Oh no, there will be. It's the week after that. So there might not be one. But we haven't announced why that is yet, so I'm sure you can figure out. But for now though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here on Late Night with Chris Light here on twitch.tv/F. But be sure to give the channel a follow. Why? Because I'm not the only show in town on here. We've also got XSplit Weekly with your man Brandon and one of my favorite streamers, Omoto Yankee, AJ. He's one of the best. If you haven't checked that guy out yet, check that guy out yet. I'm not even going to tell you why. Just take my word for it. You need to be checking out AJ. He's one of the best things going on Twitch. He's one of the best things going. And you want to check him out. But I'll be back next week, ladies and gentlemen. Same time, same place. Late Night with Chris Light. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I will see you all next week.